There are three constant things in life. You have death, you have taxes, and you have Nintendo Switch eShop sales. You guys seem to love these videos, so I'll keep making them, but I figured with this week, with so many people being stuck at home, you might be looking for something to play, so I decided to do yet another all-killer, no-filler edition for this Nintendo Switch eShop sale video. All of these games I've played and enjoyed, so I figured, hey, you might enjoy them too. What's up guys, I'm RGT85. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, but without any further ado, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch eShop games that are on sale right now that'll keep you occupied this week, or at least until Animal Crossing comes out. So the NBA season has been suspended, which makes me, well, very sad because it's the main sport I like. However, NBA 2K20 is on sale on the Nintendo Switch, and right now it's the lowest it's been since it initially released, at just $19.79 to purchase. No, not the Smashing Pumpkins song. NBA 2K20 is a game I love for the Switch because 2K actually puts a lot of effort into the Nintendo Switch version of the game, I feel. Yes, there's the horrible microtransactions of My Player mode and My Team mode, but from a pure sport aspect of the game is absolutely fantastic. And if you're a weirdo like me, you could simulate NBA games and just sit back and watch them to fill the void that the NBA season has left in many of our hearts. At $19.49, if you've been on the fence about this game, now is the time to buy it, I feel. South Park: The Fractured But Whole, like NBA 2K20, is a game that is often on sale, but also like NBA 2K20, I believe this is the cheapest it's been on the Nintendo Switch eShop. South Park: The Fractured But Whole is on sale right now for just $14.99, which is an absolute steal for this game. It's a hilarious RPG set within the South Park universe with great graphics and top-notch writing that, if you're a fan of the show or lowbrow humor in general, will keep you smiling throughout. The Nintendo Switch version of the game is really well done as well and looks great in handheld mode, so if you've got a big-ass SD card with some room on it and some time to spare, South Park: The Fractured But Whole is definitely a game worth snagging at just $14.99. Crayola Scoot is on sale for $4.49, and you know what? It's totally worth it. Seriously, stop laughing at me. Crayola Scoot is pretty much an old-school Tony Hawk game mixed with Splatoon, albeit with a scooter rather than a skateboard. The control is a tad weird at first, but once you get used to it, it's actually a lot of fun. There's tons of different areas to scoot on, is that what you would say? Scoot? And the graphics are really nice and colorful as well. You combo together tricks to get high scores and splash paint on areas to claim your territory, kinda like a dog, I guess. I bought this game on sale before and I was actually surprised with how decent it was, and at $4.49, it's definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of the old school Tony Hawk games. A bunch of Nicholas games are on sale right now on the Switch eShop, but the two that stick out to me are Blade Strangers and Code of Princess EX, each for $19.99. First off, let's talk about Blade Strangers. Blade Strangers is a 2D fighting game, similar to games like Street Fighter, and has a great variety of characters from Nicholas, I never know how the hell to say that, games, and even some guests like Shovel Knight. The graphical style of the game is absolutely fantastic, the gameplay is pretty solid as well, and while I'm sure like many Switch fighters the online portion of the game is a bit quiet, it's still a super solid fighting game that if you're a fan of the genre, I think you'll dig Blade Strangers. Code of Princess EX was originally a 3DS title that was brought over to the Switch and is an action RPG game that is kind of reminiscent of Vanillaware games. The main gameplay is 2D hack and slash with various moves that you unlock by leveling up your character. There's multiple characters to play as well, each of them have their own moves and abilities and feel very different from one another. Like I said, both of these games are just $20 each, so if you like what you see, you'll probably like what you play with both of these games. The Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection is yet another game that has been on sale quite a bit, but once again, I feel this is the cheapest that it's been at just $25.99. Consisting of Assassin's Creed 4 and Assassin's Creed Rogue, this is a great collection of games for the Nintendo Switch. Now honestly, I haven't played Rogue yet, but Assassin's Creed 4 is my favorite game in the franchise because, well, being a pirate is cool, and that's what you do in this game. You plunder ships, you sink ships, you visit exotic locations, and you parkour your way through them while avoiding enemies and creatures trying to basically kill you. It's a fantastic compilation of games, and it runs absolutely superb on the Nintendo Switch, especially in handheld mode where there's no sort of Vaseline effect where everything gets really blurry. It's clean, it's crisp, and it's absolutely a great game, and it's a good time to buy this collection at just $25.99. Now, I feel like everyone has played Rocket League on one platform or another, but if you haven't yet, the Nintendo Switch version of the game is on sale right now for just $9.99. What happens when you mix soccer with cars? You get Rocket League. The game is ridiculously fun and addictive, and it also features cross-platform online play, so you'll never have issues while trying to find a match. And did I mention that there's a DeLorean in the game? Because there's a DeLorean in the game, which automatically makes it awesome, of course based on the Back to the Future DeLorean. The Switch version of the game runs super smooth as well at 60 frames per second, so if you haven't snagged it yet, you probably should, as Rocket League is available for just $9.99. Next up, I want to rapid fire 3 smaller indie titles that are currently on sale. That'll cost you around $11 for all 3 of them, and it's totally worth it in my opinion. First up, we have Sydney Hunter and the Curse of the Mayans, which is on sale for just $4.99. What happens when you take games like Montezuma's Revenge, Metroidvania games, Shovel Knight, and Castlevania and mix them together? You get Sydney Hunter. The game looks and sounds very retro, which is a good thing for this style of game, and honestly, it's a really fun and sometimes pretty challenging 2D platforming adventure that if you're a fan of games in this style, you'll really love it. Next up, while we patiently wait for Streets of Rage 4, Raging Justice is on sale for just $4.49. Now, Raging Justice is a pretty standard 2D beat-em-up game, but I always really like the visual style of it. In pictures, it might look kinda weird, but once you play the game, it's honestly a lot of fun and really fun to look at with a sort of claymation style of animation. Like Streets of Rage, there are different characters to play as all have their own strengths and weaknesses, along with the local co-op mode, so if you're stuck at home with someone, you can play this game in local co-op mode and really have a lot of fun with it. And the third game I want to highlight is Submerged at just $1.99. Now, Submerged is a story-driven game in which you and your brother are stuck in a world that it's submerged in water, and you have to find items in order to keep your brother alive. You search through large areas in your boat while trying to climb atop large structures with some puzzle elements thrown in the game, and honestly, I just really enjoyed this adventure because it feels very different. It's not a super long game or a super challenging game, but at just $1.99, it's definitely worth checking out if you want a different pace of game and you like games like maybe Shadow of the Colossus. And if you need a game to fill that kart racing void, Garfield Kart Furious Racing is on sale for just $19.49, and no, that's way too much money for this game. Maybe if it was like $5, I would recommend it, and that's really only because I am a big old school Garfield fan, but this game was just severely disappointing, so if you might see it on sale, it is on sale for $19.49, just pass it up, show some restraint, show some iron will, because Garfield Kart Furious Racing is not a game I recommend. It was one of my biggest disappointments as well. Now, these next 3 games are on sale, but they are on a limited time, so if you want to get them, you better act fast. The first game is the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. The Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy is on sale right now for just $14.99, and that's just an absolute bargain. If you've never played a Phoenix Wright game before, I mean, what are you doing? Like, these were some of the best Nintendo DS games. They feature awesome writing, puzzle-solving elements, and a slick comic-like visual style. Solving cases as an attorney might not sound like a whole hell of a lot of fun, but honestly, this game is a lot of fun, and this collection is definitely worth checking out. Now, the sale for the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy ends on March 17th at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, though, so you better act quick if you want to pick this up. Mortal Kombat 11 is one of the top fighting games on the Nintendo Switch, and if you haven't picked it up yet, it is currently on sale for just $23.99. Now, Mortal Kombat 11 features tons of characters, tons of moves, tons of fatalities and jaw-crunching combos, and it's just an absolutely fantastic fighting game in general. And I feel like the Nintendo Switch version of the game definitely lives up to the standards set by past games in the series. There's a ton of different online modes to play. There's a crypt system which has unlockable costumes, moves, and a whole lot more. There's just a ton of content to explore in this game, and honestly, it's one of the best buys on this list. But you better act quick if you want to pick up Mortal Kombat 11 though, as this sale does end on March 17th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And finally, Lego City Undercover is still on sale for just $11.99, but I feel like you might not have bought the game yet, and if you haven't, you are definitely missing out. It is a Grand Theft Auto style game within the Lego universe with great writing and tons of fun missions to do. It looks great, it plays great, it runs great, and it's a damn shame that more people didn't play this game when it originally released on the Wii U, because honestly, it was one of the best games on the system, period. Lego City Undercover's sale is also until March 17th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, so go ahead and snag this game because trust me, you will not be disappointed. Alright, so like I said, those are some of the best Nintendo Switch eShop games that are on sale right now, all killer, no filler, games that I am very familiar with. But of course, there are games on the Nintendo Switch eShop that are currently on sale that I'm probably not familiar with. So let me know in the comments section down below if you plan on picking up any of these games, or what games you would have added to this list that I maybe need to be on the lookout for, because, well, I don't know, I guess I'm going to be bored this week as well. And as always, guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, like I said at the start, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Be sure to check out some other videos on the channel as well. A couple days ago, we talked about some Nintendo Switch games that are coming out in 2020 that you completely forgot about and you might actually be introduced to the first time. And as always, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.